You could win at Rabishene. You could be the best in all Uganda. Do you know what that would mean for Katwe? Perhaps one day an international champion.
Coach, why are you shining me?
Me, I'm not shining you. Only champions can see that many variations. What is preventing you from being a grandmaster?
I do not know about being a grandmaster.
Sometimes the place you are used to is not the place you belong. You belong where you believe you belong. Where is that for you, Fiona?
All right, so it's a lovely, lovely film. So it's an honor to get to talk to you. But I was talking to Lupita, and she said that you actually lived in Uganda. Were you actively looking for a story to sort of get that country on screen, or did you find the story? How the chicken and the egg question, I guess?
Well, I've actually lived in Uganda since I made my first film there, which is Mississippi Masala in 1990. And it's become my home for the last 27 years. And I firmly believe that if we don't tell our own stories, no one else will. And set up a film school like 12 years ago called Maisha to encourage, East African film culture to tell our own stories. So it was really ironic that this fantastically local and true story of Fiona Mutesi for the Queen of Katwe came to me from Hollywood. From Disney, a young Ugandan vice president called Tendo Nagenda, came one day to literally my garden in Kampala and showed me this little article that had come in a sports journal about Fiona, this corn seller from Katwe, which was 15 minutes from my home, who now was at the Chess Olympics as a master of chess, and at the age of 11. And it intrigued me because I love stories about people who make something out of nothing, out of what looks like nothing. But I also really loved to tell the tale of something that was my hometown of Kampala, about how ordinary people live extraordinary lives. A portrait of a girl who refuses to be in the little box that everyone thinks she should be in, and of a family that has to come together, the teacher, the mother, the girl, and really harness talent, harness the intelligence that is inherent pretty much in each one of us. But it takes the idea that genius is everywhere, but it takes someone to see that and then to nourish it.
One of the things that I think is fantastic about the story is that necessarily somebody who might not be interested in chess is still a very moving journey, even if you don't even know what's going on. Was that a challenge? Because I felt that the chess as a metaphor for life is a wonderful way to get the audience through, even if they don't really know what's happening.
That was the way the coach, Robert Katende, taught chess to young kids from the streets. They often could not read and write. They had not gone to school, but he equated chess and the harnessing of their minds and their concentration to their actual lives, like a game of life and death. And that's how Fiona plays chess, with the strategy that'll help see her through this abject struggle of her life to something that is better for her family.
I left the screening inspired. I just saw it. I think I saw it at a perfect timing. It feels like medicine for the soul. But one of the things that really killed me is a little detail that's behind a bus when they go to play to the rich school. It says, "Challenges are not a curse." And when I read that, I felt floored. So given that challenges are not a curse, what was the most challenging thing for you in making this movie?
Well, the most beautiful challenge was to make a deeply authentic and truthful film about a culture that I know and love from within, but to make it for a Hollywood studio that would, release it to the world without making it bland, without making it, syrupy, without making it, riddled with cliches, but to rely on the truth of it, to really be as authentic with the slang, with the humor, with the style, with the vibrancy, and really with the casting of the people, because all the children in the film and many of the adult actors are from Katwe, have never faced a camera and have a kind of purity and a humor and a sass to them that is indescribable, and to meet that with the magnificence of actors also from the continent, but bona fide Hollywood stars like Lupita Nyong'o and David Oyelowo, to make a world that is seamless between the children and these fantastic actors. It was a beautiful challenge.
You succeeded marvelously, so it's a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much.